taking 17 right now. So then that's gonna be like 80 something. Now this actually gonna be 90, ain't it? Let me see.
Yeah, but you need
Yeah,
120 to graduate.
it's gonna be 90 something.
76 plus 18, plus 17.
But they make you
That's
do 120.
93. And then fall semester, I already registered for field practicum in the seminar. That's 18 by itself. That's 111.
That should be 15 by itself.
No, it was 18 when I did it.
Usually it's 12 and 3.
So what else I add on my schedule? Really?
Something.
Added an extra class or something.
Are you sure? Then let me know. Let me take it back. Cause maybe I'm tripping. Plus 15. That's 108. So then if I take like 11 credits over the summer, that's 119. If I just add 2 classes on my field practicum in my thingy, I'll be done. In the fall.
And then you could
Or I could just say those last 2 classes for spring semester.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
But
I'm not gonna be a full-time student, so I'm probably just gonna add like a regular gym class.
Just so I want to stay here though. And then mind you, we gotta take a test. So I can spend that time studying for that, take that, and then start my master's program.
Yeah, you could. And then just come back in the spring to walk the stage.
In May to walk the stage. That's what I'm thinking about.
Hello.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good.
That's good. Let me make sure. Okay. If you have it on D2L, I can get it right here.
Well, I'm trying to upload it on D2L because I never uploaded it.
Oh no.
I made that mistake too. Did you put our grade in?
Bring what in?
The grade.
No, we're doing yoga.
It's possible. Did I give you all a midterm grade at least?
I don't know.
Did you?
I'm usually really good at midterm and then final grade. That's what I'm best at.
Okay.
Because I get fired.
So everything is in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody
Okay,
said
I'm uploading it now.
somebody want to join live.
Really?
Yeah.
We have to
They
add
said they said turn the camera on.
Oh, not that again. You ever say that one? We go, not that again. Why is it doing this? I bet you somebody changed the view. I'm gonna change it back. Like, it's probably in settings. And then you go into view, it's display. And then a lot of people, no. Duplicate, that's what I wanted. Keep changes. Yes, okay. Somebody likes extending display better than this. I prefer duplicate. Who likes extended displays?
Huh?
Do you like extending the display where it's too?
I do that sometimes.
Oh, I can't stand it.
Okay, did you get it?
I bet you it is in here. You put it in this one, pick a date, or
I
in
put it in
class.
the presentation one.
Okay.
The leading mental health one. I'm not going to I did not watch it yet, so I don't know what they're going to do.
Why do my sister keep cutting me? Like, did she not see my location?
We've got it.
You got it?
Yay.
Oh, girl, I ain't in class.
Oh, does it do automatic zeros on you guys? Or
Yeah.
Did I put them in?
Yeah, it does automatic zeros until you upload it.
Okay.
I can't see something. Dark.
You want it as a PDF also? Is that okay?
Where you going?
But
Or do you want it as a PPT?
Where you going?
what's a PPT?
PowerPoint.
Oh. Yeah, PowerPoint.
Because you uploaded a
Why
PDF.
you put your hair up?
Oh.
So it's up to you, but right now I only have access to that.
Oh, so I should upload a PP. A what?
If you want it as PowerPoint, yeah, upload it as a PowerPoint, which is tricky right now. PDF is just like a paper mache. PowerPoint. You can download it as a PowerPoint.
Right, bye.
I don't know how to work PowerPoint.
Well, are you okay with a PDF? I mean, you can do it off of the PDF too. It's fine. Oh, there's comments. I see them. They're like, I left my apple juice at work, my other job.
Hold on, I think I got it.
While seeing 3 clients this morning, I had 11 missed calls. That is so distracting. How do you guys stay focused when you're getting blown up by friends in class and texted and it's like,
I just try to put on D&D.
it's distracting. I had 11 missed calls.
Act like I don't see my phone.
Yeah.
You act like what?
I don't know my phone exists.
Right.
I'm trying to put it in my head, though. It's not there.
Well, I think clients notice that too. That's what's
They
annoying.
do.
Like,
And jobs. And
right.
What's your email?
Do you want?
Trout.
That's it. jtrauth@centralstate.edu. TH, yes, TH.
Is yours .csu?
No, that's students. We're usually just at centralstate.edu. Allergy season?
Mm-hmm. Okay, I should be able to, it should send you.
If it's not too big. Have you guys already seen Farming in the Hood?
no.
What is it?
That's not it. Farmer in the Hood?
Yep.
What's that?
My favorite video.
Favorite video.
Uh-huh. This allergy season will kill me.
Did you go to the gym today?
I'm mad. Like, it came to a little too quick for me.
Okay.
One random day, I'm just sneezing out of control. I'm
Yeah, I know. Yeah, the
oh,
pollen
no.
comes out without any.
I'm so mad. Like, I'm not ready for that.
This is Farming in the Hood. They're in Kansas City.
Did you go to the gym today, Mr. Charles?
Not yet.
What time you be going?
I'm gonna have to crush it out because I already got panic phone calls and texts about how bad the kids are.
Oh no.
Yep. I gotta come home and open up a bottle of whoop ass.
Oh. Do you be?
I said, sit down.
That's how you be.
No, but they
What's
do.
your-
Like they trigger me at some point. Yeah, somehow I had put my bolts for changing tires in the back seat. James could reach them,
Uh-huh.
and I didn't want him to. So I said, "Hand it to me." He took it. He threw it.
Oh, how old?
He's 3.5.
That's
He'll be
normal.
4. I know, but
But you can't do that.
you got to show him who's in charge.
Yeah, you got to.
'cause- And so I felt bad, but I showed him who was
You
in
was
charge.
like,
I bopped him on the head.
Cause how old is your youngest?
cause he bopped you on the head.
I mean, he
Cried.
threw it. Yeah, he cried. My youngest is 6 months,
How old is your oldest?
4.5.
Oh God.
They have just.
You going through all
Woo.
the stages.
You
It's
had
it's
4 kids in 4 years.
So many kids.
it's horrible. Then I got my
It's horrible.
fun younger sister says, "I wish I had toddler problems. I got teenage problems now."
But I feel like when you
She's
get
trying to talk trash.
when you get to that age, it's gonna be a whole another set of problems.
Right, I know that. I'm aware.
So
We're
I'm
not-
gonna enjoy the
You're a
little
social worker. You don't know how to deal with it.
I hope so, but maybe I'm just
Did you get it?
ill-equipped. Shit, I gotta do a letter of rec. You are welcome to. I never shown this to you guys
I think so.
3 years
Probably
ago,
was a
we asked
video.
the
in
question,
another
"Can it be
class.
done?"
Yeah, it was another.
We posted a video with no plan, no money, just the seed in our pockets and a deep, burning vision. Can a band of pioneers move into the inner city, into one of the most blighted and crime-ridden zip codes in the U.S., and build a sustainable, thriving community?
What's that?
I said, where's our classmates?
Oh, they're all skipping.
How many people online?
Jada's right
Shame
here.
on them.
No, you
Oh.
didn't.
You know she gotta get her little chicken first.
Did she even go get her chicken?
Chicken fried chicken.
She didn't.
I don't
No,
think
Dana
so.
said she not feeling good. She
Yeah,
said
she not feeling
her medication been done.
Well, you are more than welcome to do it off of the PDF.
Hope you feel better, Dana.
Okay, that's fine.
Is it?
I'll be calling Jada J. I don't think, have I ever called you Jada?
Not that I know of, I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I think I'll be calling both of y'all Jade.
But you wouldn't be the first though.
It's just
Call me
like,
Jada.
I know both of y'all. Like,
It's almost like one slide at a time.
do they be tight? Hold on, sorry. They be tightening up
Okay,
when you
I'm
come
like, I'm
home,
too far
or they
back.
still be acting up?
They still will act up, but I do more fun stuff with them. So like, my theory is get them outside, keep them active, keep them brainstorming
Yeah.
and moving.
Does it work?
It's cold in
Yeah,
here,
it
y'all.
does. I like it.
It's cold as
I
hell.
like it.
I thought I was
Okay.
fixing that first.
Why are you always saying?
It is cold in here.
It's okay, I feel left out.
Okay, so I'm doing PTSD. PTSD is a mental health condition that can develop after experience or witnessing a traumatic event. And then some traumatic events that could happen in your life that can cause PTSD is accidents such as car accidents, plane crashes. There's physical and sexual abuse and assault. And then earthquakes, floods, hurricanes. And then also kidnapping or witnessing violence can have you experience PTSD. And then like I have signs and symptoms on here. It's kind of the same as like depression and anxiety symptoms, but there's physical pain such as headaches, migraines, dizziness, chest pains, breathing difficulties, or stomach issues. And then you can have flashbacks or nightmares of something that's happened in your life that can bring up your PTSD, and then feeling anxious or numb. And then I have different things that can help you get past your PTSD, or like at least help you like digress a little bit. And then you can have somebody being there for you and having them be like, just make sure they're a good listener and they're validating your feelings and understanding like what you are going through. And then you can talk to a counselor or get medicine to help with the chest pains and all the effects that come with PTSD. Or you can go to like a therapy group that focuses on traumatic causes. Also, there's a lot of self-care that is for PTSD and anxiety and all that. So you can spend time in nature, you can exercise. That's what I do to help with my PTSD. And then you can do breathing exercises, writing, journaling. You can do yoga, dance. And then I just put this up there so like you have a reminder that you can get through everything. And then we're gonna do yoga.
Yeah.
I
So
like
like
that.
it's a trauma. It's like based off of trauma.
Okay. We gotta like be on the ground and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's only 10 minutes.
Okay.
Alright,
Here we go.
baby, I don't think I can do these.
If we can do it,
Listen, I don't know if I can do it all either, but I'm just gonna try.
Ground down, feeling all the parts of your feet making contact with the floor beneath you. Stand tall with relaxed shoulders. Find your breath smooth and deep through your nose, deep into your belly.
and close your eyes. It is here that we set an intention for our practice. And this is the intention you can carry with you throughout your entire trauma healing journey.
No, girl.
And if you have an intention top of mind, intuitively something has come to you today, then I want you to distill that intention down to 1 or 2 words and use it for your practice today. Otherwise, you can follow the intention that I will set for this practice, which is growth. And in all of your practice, in all of your trauma healing journey, let this intention guide your way. Everything that you do leads to growth. And repeat this intention, this word in your head, as often as you need to remind you to try new things, to move through the unfamiliar, to sit in the discomfort, to take up space, and to own your space, to help you grow. Gently blink your eyes open.
He was looking the whole time. She taking long, girl.
I know.
Lift your arms up, please. Stretch for a mountain pose. This is a power stance, and you are powerful.
Warrior salute.
As you draw energy up through your feet and pull the energy down through your fingers, everything comes to meet in the middle where you are strongest at the core of your being. Take an inhale. And exhale to forward fold down towards your mat with bent knees, hinge at your hips, coming all the way down. Now this is your minimum. So if you do nothing else for yourself, move through this flow and allow your body to move and break through old patterns and habits that you have. You're more than welcome to take a traditional sun salutation A if it's in your practice. Otherwise,
Ooh, girl.
plant your hands down and step your feet back, finding a modified high plank with your knees
Oh,
down in the mat.
yeah,
And
my
hold your body strong like the wood from your knees through the crown of your head.
My Eddie Pot's gonna come out of my size.
Bend your elbows and
I know.
slowly lower yourself down
She down there
all
doing
the
the
way to your
blanket
belly.
with
For a low cobra, zip your legs and feet together and press the tops of your feet down into your mat so much that your knees lift up slightly. With your hands underneath your shoulders, pinch your elbows together behind you, feel your collarbones open, and lift your chest up off your mat. If you can, bring lightness to your hands or let them hover above your mat. Your back is doing the work to keep you lifted, and your belly is
It's
bobbing into your
hard.
mat.
It's over here.
It's a core exercise.
1, slowly lower and press into your hands to lift your plank of wood back up into your modified high plank or into your tabletop.
Okay.
And send it back into child's pose, hips to heels, with your knees as
Child's
wide as
pose.
comfortable.
Oh, hell no.
Feel your deep breath creating
I
space
used
in
to take
your lower back,
like 18.
hips,
I know I can't
belly,
do
It was like
chest, and shoulders.
this.
But it was just like.
If somebody in the class,
Yeah, if somebody walks in right
Like,
now, they're gonna be like, girl, what the fuck is y'all doing?
Try to pull the
They're
Throughout
gonna be like, girl, what are you doing?
this practice.
Yoga without some
Yeah, yoga.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my piercings hurt like
They got
that.
thermals, so.
In and out through your nose.
And she wearing jeans.
And do your best to connect breath with movement so that when one breath ends, so does
Ew!
It's salt water.
Why is it still up there?
Like it's
I thought
stuck. So congested. It gets stuck in your sinus.
Why was it just dripping out? Okay, all right.
Slow,
Damn.
exhale everything out of your lungs.
I'm about to stop it here in a second.
Yeah.
It's like 10
Inhale
minutes.
to
That's
rise
like
up to the
no,
tabletop.
for real. I'm out of
And
breath.
as you exhale, step your feet.
She just take it a little slow, like I don't know.
She's overly explaining.
Do you do the class over there?
What, the yoga
What's
class?
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was cool. I
I
like
told her I'm gonna do that.
it. was like you should.
As you exhale,
I never did.
Can I come?
I like yoga.
She said we can pop in.
Okay.
Can we do it?
She said we can
as you
pop
inhale,
in. Yeah.
It's at 12, right?
modified high
Yes.
Yeah.
Have you registered?
I ain't gonna lie.
You can register for it
As
too.
you
That way,
exhale,
I did it, but like I would do it again.
I think you can take it as many times as you want. It keeps counting as 1 hour.
Are you sure?
I think so. Ask her. I swear that's what they.
Oh,
Every time I do yoga, my
We
daily
was
pop.
6 minutes in. We was almost
We,
done.
yeah, but nah, shit, that was too much.
Okay, and then I have NAMI, like the mental health group on campus.
Mhm.
I have that up there and information for you to get involved if you would like to. Also, Dr. Hunt, she has a PTSD group
Mhm.
that she leads over at the counseling center,
Okay.
and it just helps you.
What day?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I'm gonna have to ask again.
She's probably adding horticulture there.
She probably is.
One time I
But yeah, she has different groups and stuff to help you get through all this stuff you've been through. And then there's her contact information and her email. And that's also her email for to get information for NAMI also.
Okay.
Okay.
How much salt water I lose out of my head?
That was
There's a
it.
lot that gets stuck in your
Thank
sinus.
you guys.
Why do you do it every day?
I get
You want me to shut this?
You need a pill.
I take the pills too. I do everything. That's how bad my
Uh-uh.
allergies are.
Cause I have like congestion issues, but I'm not doing it every day. That's crazy.
I do it every day.
I need to
That's why
do
it's
it.
dripping out your nose.
I need to do it every day.
Like it's just up there for
But it's better that than
can't breathe.
bad snot.
Yeah, where you
Because
can't
like
blow it
if
out.
it's like a bunch of pollen and stuff that could get infected, if that's sitting in there, that's bad. But salt water, nothing can grow it. It's like the ocean.
Yeah, I have a sinus infection right now.
Oh,
Really?
see? It's for real.
Lord.
It kills you too, doesn't it?
I've had it for like a week.
Do they give you an
lasts so
antibiotic?
long.
I had it.
Do they give you an antibiotic?
No.
You can probably get one across.
I was told to go across the street to get one, but I never went over there.
Right.
Oh.
I prefer no antibiotics because it messes up your whole system.
Yeah, it does. But no, I have a sinus headache.
Yeah. Well, I had that Monday. And then throughout the night, I took every pill known to man. I took Oscillium. That's supposed to kill like flu, body aches. I took chaga mushroom pill. I took
These
nighttime
organic
decongestant.
pills.
I took Kroger Sleep Aid, which is a nighttime decongestant with, God, what else is organic that I took? I took
I knew they were
turmeric. I took melatonin. I think the Kroger Sleep Aid has acetaminophen in it. I mean, you guys see how many pill bottles I have on my in my office.
I saw all of them over there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's how much crap I take. It really makes
that's
me-
like 100 bottles.
It's a lot.
Did you see them? They're in his office.
That's how much stuff I
That's
They're all lined up on the shelf.
take. They finally organized it all. Okay, well, how many questions do you all have
For what?
for any of us? Yeah. I'm gonna do the rest of hospice for you. Just because. Why does it still give me directions? Is that because they don't know where they take you at Central State? It always gets lost.
Yes, it will always be low.
Like it never says I've arrived. Okay. Oh, this is our poster too. So Dr. Jackson and I go up to Bowling Green State University,
Oh, yeah, she told us that.
and we have to present. I want to see her poster because hers is about the refugee community I've worked with. This is it big enough on the screen even? I guess it is. I can't even read it on here. It's about addressing elderly care with horticulture therapy.
Okay.
So it's me, Nikita, Carlia. I don't know Brooklyn Tanner. She always adds all her students on, so it's probably one of her
Why
students.
Dr. Hunt not going?
That's a good question. I mean, she doesn't have to do this to keep her job. We have to.
Oh,
do
yeah.
this. Like to get tenure and promotion, we have to present. And this is a poster. So when you get in grad school, you can just hang a poster and then you stand by it and then you tell people if they ask questions. So here's all the gardens in Pine Bluff. Anybody ever heard of Pine Bluff? Do you know what that is? It's another HBCU connected to Arkansas.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
So Pine Bluff University is a research one connected. Are they growing weed here? What is that? Doesn't that look like weed? It seriously looks like a big.
Right, Charlie, you never told us how we can get in that organization where y'all is growing that type of thing. Y'all be doing the plants and stuff.
This? Say it one more
Oh,
time.
that's what you're talking about right now?
Yeah, this is horticulture therapy.
When is it gonna start?
Dr. Hunt is doing it now.
Mhm.
I know that she
What we
is.
gotta do?
Go sign up with her.
That's it?
Yep. She'll take anybody. It's like it's
When,
voluntary basis. I mean, she'll do it right now if you go over there. Because it's time to start a tomato and a pepper indoors. And then you would put it outside on May 15th. I never got through this boring presentation for you all on Monday, so I'm going to try it again. None of you all had hospice in your family's lives ever before, did you? Okay. So we do most stuff in person. There is also remote, which is kind of what we're focusing on. Pre-pandemic services. So like we do home visits. Some hospices have centers that like you could live at. I have not worked at one of those, but we do home visits. They have all of these people here. A doctor, a nurse, a social worker, a chaplain, and a volunteer. They focus on family involvement and try to get members that are in the family actively involved in caregiving. So the further you get away from the big cities, the more limited access and care they have. So hospice won't service areas where it's not accessible or remote. I have driven an hour away from Cincinnati. Anybody know Claremont County?
I've heard of it.
Yeah.
And then the next one over is Adams County. I had to drive to Georgetown an hour from my house to visit a patient once. And it turned out he was a war hero from World War II. I didn't even know he was dying. Some of the problems we get, though, is the staff burnout. So workers face emotional stress and exhaustion due to the nature of your work. You watch enough people die, you get stressed out. So I had one of them had a pacemaker, and the nurse had to get a magnet to put over his heart to stop his heart because it would have kept him in pain. The nurse had no experience with doing that, so I had to Google it, and I actually found where you put the heart magnet on heart to stop pacemaker. Let me see if I can show you all. I know. I mean, as a social worker, you're mostly hands off.
I was gonna say, are we supposed to be doing that type of stuff?
No. So this is the guy too. It almost seems like he's making a joke of it.
Oh, hi there.
That's why.
I'm Alan Guinea. I'm a second-year resident in emergency medicine at NYU Bellevue. I'm here today with Dr. Salil Bandari and Rob Rosenwald to teach you how to use a magnet to alter the function of an implanted pacemaker or cardiac defibrillator. Pacemakers and ICDs have grown increasingly complicated over the years, and our cardiology colleagues can use a wireless computer to interrogate these devices, change various settings, and
So I had to show her this
pacemaker
this
becomes
video
part
to
of
stop the
the
dude's heart, which felt
expectation.
sad to me.
I can often find my magnet attached to the side of a metal code card, like this. I've identified the body of the pacemaker, and by simply placing the magnet over the pulse generator, I flip the reed switch. This switches the pacer to a fixed rate at about 80 beats per minute. As soon as I remove the magnet from the pulse generator, the pacer switches back to its previously programmed settings. You can see here that it's no longer pacing at a fixed rate, but I've aborted the tachycardia because I briefly shut off the malfunctioning sensing functions of the pacer. Sometimes it may not be clear cut whether your patient has a pacemaker mediated or other type of tachycardia, but there's really not much danger in trying the magnet.
I showed it to the nurse because social workers are hands off, but she had no idea how to do it, and the guy was suffering because he should have died, but his heart kept beating and keeping him alive. So, he was active dying. I feel like it's the end of the video he shows it.
When I look at the monitor,
Yeah, I mean, it stops his heart. So yeah, if your heart can't beat on its own, and I think it's this one that he's referring to. Let me see.
I can see that the patient is actually in a flutter. He has a narrow QRS, and so I'm confident that those shocks are inappropriate. I could wait for my cardiology colleague to arrive with his interrogation device to change the settings. But in the meantime, if I place the magnet over the body of the ICD, I'll flip the reed switch. That disables the anti-tachycardia function, and the patient will no longer be shocked. If at any time I remove the magnet, the reed switch will flip back to on, and the ICD will go back to its previous settings.
So they never removed the magnet from.
Sorry about that. So remember, if you need to change the function of an implanted pacemaker or ICD at the bedside, you can do it by placing a magnet over the reed switch located in the body of the pacemaker. If you place a magnet over the reed switch of an implanted pacemaker, it will change the.
So that had me a little bit sad with burnout. Also, funding could be your social work job could have challenges with insurance or Medicare. So could be not as great of pay. And then there's awareness and stigma. Many families delayed or avoided hospice care due to lack of understanding or the stigma surrounding end of life care. And then during the pandemic, it was worse. So that was something to consider. So health and safety protocols, we had restrictions on in-person visits during COVID-19. We had increased infection risk for patients and healthcare providers. They had us all strapped up. They had the goggles. We had a face shield. We had an N95 mask. Sometimes they put another mask over it. He's here. And then they had this coat we would put on too, just like a washable doctor's coat in case you got all the germs on it. And when you got out of the room, you could flick it off. You're not going to graduate now, are you? You're acting like you're in a bad mood.
I'm going to go with it. I'm registered.
So hospice services during the pandemic, there was increased use of technology. So Zoom got big. All the things we did over Zoom was big. It's just okay. Family meetings were on video calls. Telemedicine was their medical evaluation. So it was less personal. You got to have the real hospice with your family in the past few weeks. But there was also more flexible care models. So expansion of home-based care as hospitals were overwhelmed. So they had so many people in the hospital, I think, that they couldn't take somebody who was dying. There's also increased focus on palliative care in various settings, so homes and skilled nursing facilities. We are halfway through. Hospice services during the pandemic, we also needed more support for family caregivers, so we tried to have a volunteer meeting every month at minimum to like check in with the family caregivers, remote counseling and support groups. So that's when the private practice, like Dr. Jackson and I started doing remote counseling during the pandemic. And also emotional and practical support for family members that were navigating COVID-19 challenges. That could be anywhere from like financial, they lost their job. Also physical, they could have lost a loved one and then they've got to deal with the family. Other challenges during the pandemic, we had, is this repeating itself, by the way? Staff shortages and burnout. I feel like, no, we had staff burnout. So, but there was like less social workers. The healthcare system was stretched, leading to staffing issues. There was logistical issues, difficulty in coordinating care across different settings. So hospital and home visits and nursing facilities. So like sometimes it was hard even for transport. Then mental health of hospice workers. So many caregivers faced heightened stress and emotional fatigue. So as a social worker, we're providing the counseling to the families, and you're seeing more and more families because they're already stressed by all those things going on. And then finally, limited access to specialized care. So there was restrictions on specialist access that led to delays in care or difficulty meeting the patient's needs. It could have been a heart surgery, like they delayed heart surgeries, they delayed lung surgeries, if that is such a thing, they delayed knee surgeries, like anything they could delay, they delayed it. So now you got somebody who can't walk. You remember that, or do you guys? Uh-oh, he's back.
We don't care.
The evolution of post-hospice services. So post-pandemic, we try to do a hybrid. What's that?
She said she don't care. I'm like, that's her problem. You don't care.
Like Nikita's classes are hybrid too. That's also what we wrote in CSW.
Not no more. I stopped that.
She did, or
I stopped it.
because you didn't show up?
You proud of that?
No, like,
I helped y'all. Y'all might didn't want to go to that Zoom.
To be honest, I barely went to gym practice. It was too early. What time was it?
10.
Could you watch a recording of it?
I ain't gonna lie, I just was tired.
But could you? Like, did she give the option where it's saved to the cloud and you watch it later?
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't record it.
She did. Yeah, she did. She always say them. She be like, if you didn't see it, I'll put it up
You
there.
right. She did do that. That's facts. No cap.
She be like, if you missed it, I'll save it.
But she changed it, so, because nobody was showing up. She's,
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Did she change it?
okay. So they did at hospice too, like continuation of telehealth services for check-ins and
But
non-emergency.
that also probably was because she was getting used to being a new mother and everything too.
Right,
That's probably
yeah.
why she did that.
And now she back to normal because she got the feel of it.
Right. We also had blended care, combining in-person and virtual services. That's the hybrid. Focus on technology. We had development of new tools for remote patient monitoring and family support apps and digital record keeping. So we moved away from handwriting. We used to handwrite every single note I ever did in my life. It was crazy. Now we do it on a computer, so it's a little better. Most of you don't like technology. And then there's increased public awareness, so a growing recognition of the importance of hospice care and palliative services, and strengthened family caregiver support. So enhanced programs for training and assisting caregivers remotely. We do something that's called the grief recovery method. And so we offer that to every family caregiver after their loved one passes. So in the future, there's going to be integration in telemedicine, like a hybrid. Telehealth will likely remain a fixture of hospice care, especially for consultation and or follow-ups. Then a shift towards personalized and remote care, so more individualized care with an emphasis on patient choice. Like if they want you to visit, you can. If they want it on Zoom, they could. Innovation in palliative care, like exploring new treatments and ways to improve quality of life during terminal illness. Some patients, we got to snowball them with drugs. You ever heard of that? Give them lots of morphine. If they're in pain, you snowball them with morphine. They're just like,
Yeah.
Poor guy.
My grandma was definitely on morphine.
Right. So you don't feel anything.
Okay.
Right. Also, innovation in palliative care, so exploring new treatments, improve quality of life during illness, and increased focus on mental and emotional health. So addressing holistic well-being of patients and families through virtual support and counseling, even horticulture therapy, like having them do a garden, having them grow things, do a plant indoors. You know, there's so many different things you could do.
Is this first presentation you present tomorrow?
Friday, we're going to present it. That's why I always try to practice. Whenever I have a presentation, I give it to
How
you
you don't present it
guys.
like this?
That's the problem, man. Sometimes it can be loose.
They-
Ideally, they'll all be more engaged, and I won't be as distracted by everyone like texting or being on their phone. But you never know.
You know you want me sitting down?
What's that?
And you want me sitting down? You gonna stand up when you present it?
Oh,
Are you
it
doing shot
depends.
setups?
Huh?
You doing shot setups?
Yep.
Why are you looking at me for?
I just think that you doing.
I know you. Sometimes people don't even notice
You
it.
doing
though.
shot setups?
I always
No,
do.
I'm the only
And
one
it's-
listening.
Yeah, you 30 minutes late.
I was doing my registration.
That's their court.
I was
It
doing
don't
my
matter.
registration.
It don't matter. It's her whole presentation. Yeah, we was on.
He's gonna watch it on the YouTube live.
Yeah, I was doing my
Yeah,
registration.
it don't matter if you had no registration, you have a class at 1.
But you know I've always.
Who is you talking to?
Cause
Who
you
is
talking
you
to
talking
you.
to? Her shit.
Cause you was talking your shit. Right. She fed up with your shit, nigga.
Like, we always on our phone. I can
Yes.
never be on my phone.
You know I always talk shit. Then.
No, we know that.
Yeah.
It's just him.
Right.
That's
I
my
always
partner
talk
in
shit
class.
as someone.
He always talk. You cool.
No,
He
you
really
cool.
be
He
on our
He
ass.
always coming
He
for us.
always talking
Oh
shit.
my
Like,
God.
shut the
Yeah.
fuck
I feel like it's just so
Oh my
deep,
God.
like-
He always
Yeah.
coming for us though.
Yes.
Every
It's
time.
always something. And it's never
Yes.
positive.
And he always want to point out flaws. Like,
Right.
Bro, I can't point out.
All the time.
Yes, he does.
Bro.
That's his family of origin. That's how he grew up. They always did.
Okay,
things.
well, he need to fix
That's
it.
cool. I just watched it.
Before he gets the
I'm about to
field.
watch it.
Watch it again.
I just took it out.
Watch it again.
I'm about to watch it.
Watch it again. Watch it again. Watch it again.
That shit gonna be all you feel me, ice cold and
Just the.
what?
T-Wave, hush.
Get off that phone and pay attention to the.
Bottom line, you was just
You do be paying
he's not
attention.
to piss me off. Because you just came 30 minutes late and you got on your phone.
And I told him I was gonna come late though. I communicated.
It don't
that
matter.
with you. I communicated.
It don't matter. You was still on your phone.
Don't care.
We don't give a fuck, actually.
Okay, go ahead.
Anywho,
We listen.
trial.
We made it to the conclusion.
Yeah,
So,
because we've been working on this for the past week.
right. Hospice services have adapted before, during, and after the pandemic. We still got COVID outbreaks. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Wait, we do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They just don't talk about it as much.
Yeah, they don't-
Be having COVID, they just don't know.
They don't
They
have
can
as
do
much.
Type shit.
Then you emphasize the importance of continued innovation in hospice and provide. We have more of a caseload also. Social workers, we used to have 5 total. Now there's like 2. And so their caseload's gone from like 30, 40, 50 up to 60 or 90, which is crazy.
My question is, how you just be sitting there doing that though?
Usually
How
as a
can
social
your
worker,
part let you do something like that?
as a social worker, we're setting up so they have the
I can't sit and be
transition.
with nobody while they dying.
Right. So as a social worker, you're probably more active in helping them get a funeral home, helping them get a casket, helping them get like burial services, helping them prepare the service that they want, like singing, praying, or however they do it, or just what are the ashes ones called? The cremation.
Never mind, that was it.
Uh-oh, he got robbed.
It's my room.
And then
You know better. You would've got smacked.
I took it and I hit it.
Like, look, she didn't wait to say something. It was big, yeah.
She didn't say shit.
Right!
You was
No,
waiting
no.
for her to say
No,
something.
no,
You was waiting for her to
that's
say
what I'm
something.
Cause not
Leave
cool.
her alone.
Cause not cool.
You.
Cause not cool. No.
you want a list of references now?
Matter of fact, call the police. He just said he was gonna smack us.
Call the
Abuse.
police.
What
Assault.
they gonna do?
Assault.
Oh, you said you was gonna beat her up?
No, I'm like, he did it
Three.
too, officer.
And he live streamed this stuff, so
The
All
monster
right.
can't see.
How about this?
they can hear. Who you FaceTiming?
Nikita and Carlia, this is what we were going to do right here.
Who's Carly?
Carlia is who we're doing that presentation with. So She wants to do hospice facts versus myth interactive. Does she do this a lot in class?
Oh,
Dr. Jackson.
did you do what?
It's going to be hospice facts
Yeah.
versus myth
Which one,
interactive engagement. Read a statement aloud and have the audience vote by raising their hands if it's facts or myth.
Nah.
She doesn't. Okay. Or there's another one she wanted to do where it was questions related to the topic about their own and pair up and discuss and come to a group and discuss about it. So they want to have an interactive. I'm more of a dude where like I just want to present it and get out of there. They want to have like a discussion with the audience. Like, have you ever been to hospice? What's your experience with hospice? Would you ever use hospice? You know,
Right.
but
Who y'all presenting this stuff to?
it's to the Ohio Aging Conference.
You better get up and you better smile.
I fucking hate presentations.
Let them do all the work.
I'm the lead on this. I'm the only one who has ever worked at a hospice.
Oh my God.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna do great.
Yes.
I believe in you.
Yes. Thank you. And to finish off, I know there's only a minute and a half, but you got to watch Farming in the Hood, don't you?
It's time to go.
I know it is.
No, we got 2 minutes.
We was on time.
Right.
That don't mean you can leave early. This
We
is
was on
whole
time.
Classes from 11. I mean 1 to 1:50.
We was on time.
Y'all don't need nothing. What is that guy? Who book bag is that?
No.
Okay, for a try.
Do you guys remember Dr. Ramesh Johar?
No.
Who is that?
None of you had him for psychology or interest?
Oh, yeah, I did.
No.
Yeah,
Did he drop the hammer
I
on you?
had Dolores for psychology. I hate that
I
lady.
didn't do good in his class, but he wasn't a bad teacher.
She dropped the hammer though too. They both are like
Who?
Dolores and Omesh.
I'm ready to fight her. I ain't gonna lie.
What do you mean by
Dolores, the older